what up? What's the B word, man? I'm Anthony Addison with another segment of What's the B word. Like and subscribe to the page. Follow me on Instagram, What's the B word 52. Hit me up on Facebook, What's the B word. And y'all already know. Baltimore Raven fan, Raven Nation stand up. Flock, let's get it. And tonight, man, y'all already know what I'm coming at y'all about. Coming at y'all about the preseason game. Week 1 of the preseason. Our Baltimore Ravens has beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 29-0. I mean, it's just preseason, but it's impressive. You know, it shows that we have depth. And I'm just really coming to y'all to rap about this game, man, and like the highlights and as far as like who I noticed the most in this game tonight. And you already know Miles Boykins started off a little rough. I guess he had to kind of get his pregame with his jitters out. He probably had the butterflies. I mean, come on, y'all. It's the kid's first game in the NFL. This is like, this. Just imagine your first time being able to live out your dream for the first time. Like you gonna get caught up in it. Like, wow, this is like I'm actually living my dream right now. So, oh, he started off pretty slow, but man, look, when he started to pick it up, and hey, man, I think with Miles, man, I think we got something with Miles, man. I liked him when we drafted him because I liked his size and speed, and most likely, he catch with his hands. But man, he well, once he got going, he looked nice. He looked like he might not be good enough to be like a one right now, but he's better than twos right now. So you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be on the field this year. I'm not saying he's gonna be a starter and he's gonna be the man and all that this year, but he's definitely gonna touch that field this year. Um, Another thing, I don't know how I jumped into Miles before I started talking about Lamar, but I'm just excited to see Miles play so well. Um, Lamar looked at okay, you know, he looked at okay. It ain't nothing to just go ooh but he looked at okay. He looked at comfortable. He looked at confident. Um, you gotta remember too that this is the watered down version of the playbook. We went down and got some touchdowns. I mean, 2 scoring drives. We got a field goal and a touchdown. And he got the touchdown with a Snead, which was a pretty good pass. He was outside shoulder, only where Snead could get the ball. So that showed, if Lamar keep working, I'm telling you, the ceiling is the roof. If Lamar keep working and get better and better with his accuracy, because he can pass the ball, man. It's just about being accurate. If he get better and better with his accuracy, then hey, the ceiling is the roof, y'all. I'm telling you, with the skill set that he has in other ways of quarterbacking, the ceiling is the roof. If this man gets better with accuracy, and he shows some poise. I mean, it ain't nothing to jump for joy about, but man, hey, it's kind of like a head nodder. Like, okay, I see how you coming, Lamar. So, the offense looked pretty good. The offensive line was it was alright. I mean, you just really it's just like with preseason. See, the tricky thing about preseason is true enough it's live, but they not just going like the starters are like definitely not like going like full like they going a little bit, but they not out there trying to hurt themselves. So like I said, the O line looked pretty good. The running game, yeah, the run blocking didn't look great. Um, I think it'll get better over time, of course. Um, Another thing I noticed, Justice Hill, he had a few good runs. He had a few nice runs, and there was one pass play that he really got loose and got open, and that's when he got drafted. That's what came to mind to me is him becoming a better pass catcher and using his speed. I mean, he got breakout speed, and he looked pretty good up a couple of plays. I can't lie. I was It was like a head nod. I think it was a head nod game because it just wasn't nothing that I was just like, oh. But with Mal Borkins, I was excited. I can't lie. With seeing Miles, I was excited. But with Justice Hill, I mean, it was pretty. It was okay. he made few good runs. Like I said, he had a couple of catches. I just hope he get better at catching the ball and running better routes. I mean, y'all seen on that play where he did get loose that if he get loose, he can eat up some grass. He can get some yards quick because he's like a 4.43 dude. So that was another highlighted play that I was really paying attention to. Um, I'm trying to think of who else. Chris Moore played decent. Chris Moore was okay. Yeah, he played pretty good. Um, Hollywood didn't play. It is what it is. I didn't want him out there anyway. I mean, dude ain't been back that long, and we're not trying to get him hurt. The man had a Liz Frank injury, so we're not trying to get him hurt again. Um, Defense. I mean, I can't complain about defense. We had a shutout. Might be a preseason game, but we had a shutout. And Patrick Ricard, I mean, my boys out there really just he trying to make his money. He trying to keep a job. He like, hey man, I gotta if it don't work out a fullback, I'm gonna make y'all keep me as a defensive lineman. So he went out there and ate. Sack Daddy, Mr. Ferguson. Um, he looked pretty good on the plays I seen him. He was this close to getting some sacks and stuff like that. One thing I noticed about Sack Daddy, Mr. Ferguson. One thing I noticed about Mr. Ferguson is that man is a lot bigger than I thought he was. Like when I was looking at him on the field and like with his jersey, that man's bigger than I thought. Like that man, that's a big man, which made me feel like kind of like I'm starting to lean towards what I was saying when we first drafted him, that maybe putting him at outside linebacker, just that's probably what's causing him to start off a little slow at camp because he don't look outside. Like he might have to lose a few pounds if he gonna play outside linebacker. Even though our outside linebacker is pretty much like a DN, but they have coverage responsibility and I sit. So he might have to lose a few pounds. Me honestly, I'm starting to lean towards putting his hand in the dirt and keeping his hand in the dirt. Cause I think he'll be more comfortable that way. I mean, I'm not Wink Martindale, but I'm just saying I will be throwing packages out there where his hand will be in the dirt, and we still got like Tim Wills, Tyler Bowser, Judon and all that. More of your talent on the field, even though they're kind of playing like not the position that you want them to play, but just certain packages. You know what I'm saying? So I think he really need to keep his hand on the dirt till he lose a little weight, cause man. I did not know that man was that big. Like I knew he was big. I mean, you read it. I mean, you read like height, weight, and all that stuff like that. But when you actually get to see him like on the field with other players, like that man is huge. That's a big boy. He's a big boy. So I hope Baltimore thinking about that, thinking about keeping his hand in the dirt and stuff like that. I think that'll kind of help him and kind of help the game slow up a little bit for him because I'm sure when he was in La Tech, he didn't have he wasn't standing up and having coverage responsibilities and stuff like that. They put his hand in the dirt and just said get to the ball. So maybe if we simple it up like that, he won't be thinking so much and he can just go play. Because I think, honestly, like the slow beginning of the training camp was like because of the learning curve of being the outside linebacker, actually. Because, we run a 3-4 set. But maybe they need to do that. I mean, he was getting a good push. He just wasn't getting there fast enough. But he was getting a good push. He was in the backfield. Him and Pat Ricard was in the backfield a lot. My man Kenny Young with the hit of the night, man. The night. He won't go night. Man, that was poor quarterback. I mean, man, that was a nice hit right there. Kenny Young was flying to the ball pretty nice. Chris was flying to the ball pretty nice. Chuck Clark, Lord have mercy, where he could have got an interception. Um, it looked like he was trying to be cool or something, like he was trying to catch it with one hand or something like that. But overall, he played decent. But I think, me honestly, I'm thinking that he probably was scared that he was about to get nailed because it was a tip ball, and even though he reaching for the ball, there's no pass interference on the tip balls and stuff like that. And I think he was thinking that somebody was about to come and knock his lights out while he was looking up. I mean, that's the football player and me thinking, but You can't play scared. Scared money don't make no money. But the defense, I mean, I can't argue with the defense. The defense. You seen Earl on the sideline with the headset on, with the earphone on, listening to the plays and stuff like that. So I'm hoping Earl can, keep getting the mental reps and stuff like that in the preseason. He most likely not gonna play too many preseason games since he, coming off that injury. They're gonna try to keep him, get him as healthy as possible. Even though he said his leg is doing very good, but it's just still the thought of the thing. I think Kevin Durant situation in Golden State can really spooked everybody. So everybody being careful with their stars. Let me see. Anthony Averett made a couple of plays. Cyrus Jones with the pick six. Cyrus Jones made a good pick six. I thought he flipped the ball. I thought he did a Deshaun Jackson real quick. I thought he almost gave a touchback instead of a touchdown. But it was a nice play. Cyrus Jones with the pick six. Um, Man, the defense just played good, man. Wasn't nothing to argue with. We clocking up on the run game, and we not when the first D out was out there, but that wasn't the whole first D, but we wasn't really getting that big of a pass rush. But more of like when when Ricard and all them was out there third, we was getting a good pass rush. But then that's against the third O line. Most of the time, the third O line is terrible. So it is what it is, man. The boys played their heart out. We really showed that we got good depth on our team, and it's gonna be hard to make this 53-man roster if you're not a starter. I mean, that's all this game really told me, that we got a lot of good players that can make this team. And unfortunately, that means that we probably gonna have to let go of a good player. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That's the beast of the business. Hopefully, we be on the good end of the stick and make the right choices on who to keep and who to let go. Another thing, Trace McSorley. Trace, I mean, people got to understand it, man. It's a 7th-round pick. He a rookie. He showed some sparks. He showed some good things, but then he showed some bad things. And accuracy is like a real problem with Trace right now. He's kind of, you know, throwing too high, throwing too low. He's not the most accurate quarterback in the world. He made the right choices a lot of times, but he just didn't make a good pass. And man, on that interception, he definitely had no business throwing that ball because he was watching. I mean, he was staring him down like a high school quarterback, just to be real. And the cornerback seen it. I mean, he knew the ball was coming that way. And I mean, he didn't even budge. He seen it. I mean, he knew he was coming in. So Trace got a lot of things he got to work on. Showed a little bit of them wheels. He don't have Lamar Jackson wheels, but Trace can get down. He can run pretty good. I think he just he just got to work on it. I see a lot of people in the groups now. They talking about Trace McSorley all through camp, saying that he should start over Lamar and stuff like that. That's not the case. Trace is pretty much as far as throwing, Trace is pretty much where Lamar was last year in the preseason. He don't got it yet. I mean, not saying that Lamar just got it like that, but Lamar has improvement. I mean, it's a learning curve when you're a rookie in the NFL. I mean, you come from college when your playbook is about this thick, and then you go to the NFL and your playbook is this thick, and you got to learn it in 2 weeks and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's hard to focus just completely on mechanics when you got to learn so much stuff. But Masoli, I still like the kid. He just got to work. He just got to grind some more. And that's about it, man. I'm trying to think of what else did I notice. I didn't even really notice Ben Powers, and I was trying to find him. I mean, I couldn't really see the best like clear on my TV because I had to kind of watch it like live stream through the Ravens group. A couple of the people. Shout out to Robbie. Had to stream it for us people down south and people that's not in Baltimore. I didn't see Ben Powers. Somebody comment down below. Let me know if y'all seen Ben Powers, paid attention to Ben Powers, and show me, what he had going. Gus looked at okay, Kenny Dixon looked at okay. I mean, like we done already discussed this Kenny Dixon situation. If he can stay healthy, he can make this team. He can play for us, or he could be trade bait. The backup kicker, I can't pronounce his name. His name is weird, but I think just like last year, I think we got some trade bait, and I think Chicago might come with it. You know, Chicago might come with some trades, you know, or a draft pick or something like that. Long as he stays from East Baltimore, or I think that's where he was when that happened last year. Stay away from East Baltimore. So, we probably don't even have to tell him that after what happened last year. I mean, you know, I'm not from Baltimore, but I heard East Baltimore is kind of rough. So, just I think we got trade bait out of him. He knocked down a 50 something yard field goal, 54 or something like that. And then he knocked down the other 3 field goals. He was pretty solid. I think Chicago is probably calling the iPhone right now as I'm shooting this video. They're probably calling it right now. So, you know, it's always good to get more draft picks because we're not trading Tucker. Tucker's going to stay with us. Tucker is our new Matt Stover. He's our Weapon X. We need him. He's the boy with the golden toe. So Tucker's not going nowhere. We're going to trade that guy if we can get something for him. I'm sure, like I said, Chicago are probably calling us right now or Tampa Bay, because both of their kicking situations have been terrible, like terrible. Trying to think of who else played and paid him. I can't think of anybody else. I think that's about it. Like I said, man, I'm impressed with the defense. Everything else was kind of, you know, okay. I was okay. I was excited with Miles Boykins. Boykins had a pretty good game, and at the end of the day, it feels good to get a victory, even though it's preseason on my birthday. And like I said on the video before, hit me up on mailbag. Hit me up for a mailbag where you can ask me any question about any NFL team, any NFL player, NFL period. And I will post a video and I answer your questions to the best of my ability. Hit me up on Facebook. What's the B word? Add me, baby. Y'all add me, man. I love talking to my flock family. Like I said on videos before, I love talking to my flock family about stuff. NFL family in general. Just add me. What's the B word 52 on Instagram too. You know, I'm not on Instagram as much as I am on Facebook, but add me on both. Hit me up for a mailbag and stuff like that. Hey, I'm wearing purple tomorrow, so if you're wearing purple tomorrow for Purple Friday, inbox me some Purple Friday pics so I can post them up on the video. Shout out and show y'all some love. I love sharing the love as far as Purple Friday, one of my favorite days of the week, if not my favorite day of the week. So make sure y'all do that. Man, y'all get up with me. Flock, I love y'all. Enjoy this victory tonight. We back to the drawing board. I don't know, I guess what Saturday, they probably gonna give them guys an off day. And I'm out.